The most significant story of this offseason in the NFL is Lamar Jackson. The Baltimore Ravens quarterback has had one of the longest-running contract negotiations fans have seen in a while. After the Ravens tagged Lamar Jackson with a non-exclusive franchise tag recently, which allowed him to negotiate with other teams, reports surfaced that 5 teams in particular would not pursue him. The question arises that although Jackson is open, no team has entered the store. Why? In this video, we'll talk about why Jackson is avoided by NFL teams, even though he's just 26 years old and one of the league's hottest talents. However, before we start, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon for more interesting videos. Now, without wasting any time, let's begin with Lamar Jackson's story. Lamar Jackson is a unique player in the football world. He's one of the few quarterbacks who can run the ball better than he can throw, making him a pure dual-threat quarterback. While the league has had quarterbacks who can run the ball, there's no one nearly as good as Jackson at doing so. The Ravens literally built its entire offense around Jackson and his game. Their offensive strategies prioritize the use and optimal use of his strengths, and the remaining puzzle pieces or their lineup complement his style of play. Normally, when a franchise team tags a player, it means they can't negotiate a long-term deal, which in the case of Jackson means they don't want to give the player a deal. For those who don't know, the franchise tag allows NFL teams to select a player designated as an unrestricted free agent and guarantees them another year under contract with them. The Ravens recently gave Jackson the non-exclusive tag, meaning Jackson gets to negotiate a contract with other teams, but no team approached him. Well, if you think like an NFL team who's looking at Lamar Jackson and considering him for your squad, some facts would discourage you. First, he's been in a system that's built exclusively around him, as he's the centerpiece, and the traditional NFL team relies on their quarterback to throw the ball more often than to run it. If you were to add Lamar to your squad, the team would have to make major changes and build them around him. This requires a lot of work, and it's not an easy task. Lamar Jackson is looking for a fully guaranteed 5-year contract as close as possible to $230 million. Well, he has a good argument. He's won an MVP and has the 4th best win percentage ever. So now you have to pay your quarterback a huge sum of money along with making big changes to set the entire team around him to see positive results. Most likely, the only thing stopping the Ravens and the rest of the league from negotiating with Jackson is the guaranteed money he wants. That's why the Ravens were so willing to tag their star quarterback with a franchise tag. They are well aware of the fact that no other team will be willing to give Jackson the fully guaranteed deal he's looking for. Jackson acts as his own agent, so the owners may think they can use these reports to lower the quarterback's self-evaluation. However, the fans feel Jackson is underestimated and cannot understand how a quarterback of his caliber has to go through such a situation. Everyone hopes that Jackson soon gets his deserving deal.